Alright, shalom, man. Top of the morning. It's your boy Sleep reporting live from Chasing Precepts. Today we got a lesson called Horsepower. But first of all, I'd like to give all praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Shai, for even waking a brother up this morning. It was a lesson I was supposed to get out last night, but how things work, so we're gonna get it out this morning. Alright, this lesson is entitled Horsepower. Okay, this is an end time lesson. It's about prophecy. All right, 4 horsemen. I'm pretty sure you've heard it in secular culture, pop culture, X-Men apocalypse movies, cartoons, and everything like that. By the way, this is my real first YouTube, not my first YouTube video, but my first lesson. So I don't know how long this thing is gonna go. At some point it's gonna stop. I don't know. But today we're gonna learn about the 4 horses, man. Who do they represent? What are their missions? Who sent them on their mission? How to identify them? All right, but this is some prophecy we're dealing with. So we're gonna start at Zechariah chapter 6. All right, you listening? Grab a pen and pencil, some paper. You know how I get down. Write these scriptures. Read them on your own. Okay, read them on your own. All right. So it's Zechariah chapter 6, verse 1. And I turned and lifted up mine eyes, and look, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. And in the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariot black horses, and in the third chariot white horses, and in the fourth chariot grizzled and bay horses. Okay, so we got 4 horses. We got a red horse, we got a white horse, we got a black horse, we got a grizzled and bay horse. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, what are these, my Lord? So an angel is showing Zechariah this vision. All right. Then I answered and said unto the angel and talked with me, what are these, my Lord? And the angel said unto me, these are the 4 spirits of the heaven which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the earth. So we know that these 4 horses represent 4 spirits. Okay? Represent 4 spirits, and they're standing before the Lord. So if 4 spirits are standing before the Lord, they're waiting to get their directions. They're waiting to get their mission. Okay? The Most High is sending them on a mission, and He's dispatching them. All right? That's the only reason that you're taking post. Standing before the Lord, you're basically taking your post. Okay? So first, let's establish the fact that these spirits are angels. Okay? Let's get that going first. So let's go to Psalms 104. Start at chapter 1. All right, we got to establish that first, that His spirits are angels. All right, this is Psalms 104. Let's start at 2. Who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, and walk upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers of flame and fire. So that's one shred of proof that He makes His angels spirits. They don't have fleshly bodies. You got to understand that, get that through your head. They don't have fleshly bodies, man. You understand? Because that kills the whole Nephilim thing, man. These people don't have fleshly bodies. They are spirits. Okay? So, drive that home. Let's get Hebrews chapter 1. Hebrews chapter 1. You're going to jump to verse 7. Jump down to 13, 14. And of the angels, he said, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire. Okay, jump down to 13. But to which of the angels said he at any time, sit on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool? Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for those who shall be heirs of salvation? So once again, now it's talking about a ministering angel. All right. but it's comparing him to a spirit. He's a ministering spirit. So an angel is a spirit. So these 4 horses, let's go back to Zechariah 6, right? So when Zechariah 6 and 5, and the angel answered and said unto me, these are the 4 spirits of the heaven, which go forth from standing forth before the Lord of all the earth. So we know that these spirits in this context represent angels, okay? They're taking post, they're about to get their mission, all right? So now that we know lock, stock, and barrel that these spirits are angels, okay? Now we know that they're taking post from the Most High, so we know that they're going on a job. Now, some of them have jobs that you people would consider to be fallen angel work, all right? But we just learned that the Lord makes his angels spirits, okay? They don't have flesh. They don't have flesh to hear the word of the Lord and, still want to smoke a Black and Mild or look at this big booty girl. They don't have flesh, man. They're not going to be tempted by that. Okay? You got to understand that concept, bro. All right? So now let's understand that they're getting their posts. We got to know what kind of jobs do angels get. All right? It's not, see, some of y'all think that it's just fallen angel. Look, man, the Most High control all that, all right? So first, before we even get there, let's get Isaiah 45. All right, I always call this scripture wrong. This is Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things, man. Okay? So he forms light and he creates evil, bro. What you would perceive to be as evil. Okay? There's no fallen angels, bro. Everything is in his hands. You understand that? Everything is in his hands, man. Alright, so let's get we're gonna get to what type of jobs that angels have. So when we move down this story, we going through it like this so you can get a good understanding of what's going on, because this is pretty important, man. Alright, so let's get Salakia. I had a scripture written down in Job. Let's get Job 12 and 16, I believe. Alright, let's see if I called it right. Yeah. Job chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Okay? So the one that's being lied to is the Most High, belongs to the Most High. And the one that's doing the lying belongs to the Most High, man. He controls the evil and the peace. So these 4 angels that are getting their post, taking post, about to go on their mission. All right? Now, whatever mission they're sent on, understand that it comes directly from the big guy, man. It comes directly from the big boss. All right? So, let's get let's get Judges 9 and 23. Because we know that the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. He do what he want. He create the evil and the peace. All right? So let's get Judges 9 and 23. We're going to find a few scriptures to show you what kind of jobs do angels have. So when we get to the next part, you have an understanding. All right, this is Judges 9:23. I'm going to start at 22. When Abimelech had reigned 3 years over Israel, then God sent an evil spirit between Abimelech and the men of Shechem. And the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech. Okay, so then God sent an evil spirit. Then God sent an evil spirit. Understand that. He sent the spirit on these people to cause confusion. You understand that? Because he controlled the evil and the peace. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So now let's get Ezekiel 14 and 9. Just gonna give y'all examples, man. It said the Lord sent the evil spirit. You probably never heard nothing like that, man. But you got to understand that our God, God of Jacob, Abraham, and Isaac, he controlled everything, man. It's Ezekiel 14:9. And if the prophet be deceived when he had spoken of the thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. So there it is. He's telling you, if a prophet's been deceived, I'm the one that did it. Okay? I am the one that did it, because he said the deceived and the deceiver is his, man. Okay? So he's in full control of everything. So these angels understand that some of them are evil spirits. All right? I'm going to get 1 Kings chapter 22. This is very important to understand this, man, because they do not go over this in the church. That the Most High is in full control. When they say God is in control, you don't understand how deep that saying is. God is still in control. He's in control, all right. He's controlling everything, bro. Don't kid yourself for a second to think he not. Because according to these scriptures, he is. So it's 1 Kings 22. All right, we're going to start at 19, and then we'll move on. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on the throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left hand. Now, the same way those other angels were standing before him ready to take post, now he's at his throne. Guys, seeing the vision of the Lord on his throne, all the host of heaven, which we know are spirits, are angels, some on the right, some on the left. Now, we know Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus, we know that brother's on the right hand. He's earned his spot on the right-hand side. And if you know the scriptures, they always talked about him as being that right hand, okay, that right arm, all right? Satan is on the left-hand side, bro. Because remember, it said the Lord sent an evil spirit. So we got to understand that it's a group to his right and it's a group to his left. Now, anybody that knows anything about boxing, usually, some people are southpaw. Usually that right hand is bringing that thunder straight up in your face. You know about it. You see it. It's coming. But boy, oh boy, that left hand, bro, that left hand is wicked because you don't see it coming. And when it hits you, you drop. You understand? That's how it is. The Most High controls the right and the left. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Okay? So we know he's on his throne. He got all the hosts of heaven, which are angels, which are spirits, on the right and the left. Let's jump down to, let's just keep reading. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall in Ramahath Gilead? And one said on this manner, and the other said on that manner. So the Lord is planning a hit, the death of a wicked Israelite king who deserved it. And the Lord is planning a hit on him, man. And he's basically taking counsel in heaven. And these angels are taking posts. They're standing before the Lord of the whole earth. Just like in Zechariah 6. All right. So we got the Lord asking how we going to do this. And these angels are saying, giving their opinion. And there came forth a spirit, which we know is an angel, and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said to him, unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth. I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. So here it is, a lying spirit in heaven came forth to the Most High, and the Most High sent him off to do the mission. So a lying spirit was put in the mouth of all them prophets. A lying spirit. Now we know lying spirits come from who? Come from Satan. So here it is, Satan on the left-hand side, or representative of him, is being sent from the Lord. See what I'm saying? Is he a fallen angel? He's a lying spirit being sent from the Lord. The deceived and the deceiver are his, man. Gotta understand that, okay? I think at this point you get it. I had to go through it so you can get it. All right, so now let's go back to Zechariah 6. All right. And we're going to deal with these horses. Now, to match it up and find more explanation of it, you go to Revelation chapter 6. All right. We may only be able to get through the red horse. So these scriptures, write them down. Take the time, write them down, go through them on your own. So this is Revelation chapter 6. All right, we're going to start at 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow and a crown, and was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Now, we know it just said the Lamb is on that white horse. Now, you know for a fact when that white horse show up, when the black man on the white horse show up, that's game over. That's it after that. There ain't no more horses coming after that, bro. That's a wrap. Okay? That's a Saran wrap once the black man on the white horse show up. So you know that horse is not first. Because he's coming forth to conquer and to make war, partner. Ain't no more conquering, ain't no more war once Yahweh come through and conquer everything. Ain't no more horses. So you know this white horse is not first because you know the Lamb is on it. So when the Lamb shows up, that's the second coming. All right, verse 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and that there was given unto him a great sword. Now, we're living in the time of the red horse. This red horse is first. By default, we know the white horse cannot be first because Yahweh Shai, the Lamb, is on that white horse. All right? So we know that this red horse is first, okay? Because he was given power. He was given to him to sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So now we know that that red horse represents the spirit, but there's a rider on that red horse, man. Because it said power was given to him and a great sword. So we know it's a lot of violence surrounding this red horse. Let's get deep into it, man. We'll cover the other horses on volume 2, man. Let's go to Matthew 24 and 6. All right. Matthew chapter 24. Verse 6. And ye shall, okay, let's start at verse 3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So this is an end time prophecy. The brothers wanted to know, when is the end going to come? So the answer that he's going to give them, this is something that we look forward to, or that we should be noticing, because these brothers are long gone. All right. So this is something that we should be looking forward to, man, because the prophecy concerns us in our time. So verse 5. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Okay, your TD Jakes, your Creflo Dollars, all these people. Okay, they're coming in the name of Christ. Joel Osteen, they're deceiving many. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and these shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay? Now, the famine and pestilence is getting into the black horse, but we'll do that on another video. But as far as the red horse, it said nation against nation. Nation is short for nationality. Okay? That is what's going on right here in Babylon, man. Black versus white, Mexican versus whoever is. We banging on each other. Kingdom against kingdom is Russia versus America, China versus Japan. But remember, it said power was given unto him to take peace away from the earth. So it is a rider on that horse. You understand? And the clues that we had is that the horse is red and he was given a great sword. Now here it is in Matthew 24. At the end, the Lord is letting us know that, wait, Salakia, let's get a little more. Let's get a little more. to lock it. Okay. All these, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay. So he said, these are the beginning of sorrows, the wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So if it's the beginning, we know that that red horse is the first horse. You understand? It is the first one. Now, let's see who represents this red horse. Because this man is the spirit of war. That's basically what it's saying. He's bringing war to the planet. He's the driving force behind pure war. Okay? He's the driving force. There's many nations involved. He's on that doggone red horse riding that sucker though. Alright? So let's get Genesis 25 and 25. Gotta go a little deep to find this out. We gonna get to the bottom of it, you hear me? Alright, Genesis 25 and 25. Alright. Let's start at 23. Let's start at 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over as a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, so that is one clue. He came out red. Nobody else in the Bible came out red. All right, this guy came out red. So that's one clue. We know that that horse is red. You understand? So let's get Genesis 27, 38 verses 40. It's going to explain the rest of it. All right. Start at 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew from the heaven above. This is the blessing of Esau. Okay? And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt thou serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay? So it said that by thy sword shalt thou live. So we know in Revelation 6, it said that the horse is red, and the rider of the horse is red, and the rider of the horse was given a great sword. Okay? And we know from Matthew 24 that that is war. Okay? The Caucasian race, for the better part, not all of them, because we as Israelites look like everybody. Some of them are us, some of them are us, some of us are them. Okay? But for the better race, the Caucasian race, the better thing, Slakia, for the better point, for the most part, the Caucasian race are Edomites. All right? There ain't no two ways about it. You're red, and ever since Alexander the Great came into power, that is the beginning of your dynasty, of your kingdom. And since he came into power, it's nothing but war. He got it through pure war. And it's been nothing but war since Alexander the Greek. Okay? Nothing but pure war. That's what your dynasty and legacy has been about. Not peace. Not even if you want to put industrialism and all that stuff, it was pure war. That's how you got the fatness of the earth. That's how you subdued all these other nations. Pure war. You're the driving force against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Because it's different nations involved, but you're the one riding the red horse. Okay? So, people, we are living in the time of the red horse right now. All right? In the Caucasian race, Esau, the man Esau is the driving force behind this. Now, next up is that black horse. That black horse done been to certain places. It's coming here to Babylon. Okay? And we're going to find out about that. So, appreciate you taking the time to roll with a brother. This is Volume 1 of Horsepower. We'll be back with Volume 2 either today or tomorrow. Shalom.